Dear students, dear friends, I'm very pleased to offer this message of welcome to the third edition of the high school simulation on human rights treaties and mechanisms taking place in Thessaloniki. I warmly thank the association ROE under leadership of Professor Paula Nasco-Paraki for their vision and commitment, and I congratulate you for attracting such wide participation of students from schools all over Greece. Students, in tough times for human rights, your active support for, interest and engagement in understanding, appreciating and hopefully defending too, standing up for human rights is just essential. For enabling you to experience this engagement with rights over the coming days, we thank too all the teachers and all the volunteers who have made this possible. The simulation on which you are embarking, it's a bridge. It will help build a stronger knowledge and experience bridge between you and the world of international human rights norms, standards and mechanisms. In a world where wrongly some are inclined to build more walls, we need people to stand up for stronger bridges. Your participation connects you also to the United Nations Human Rights Office. Our role, under authority of the High Commissioner for Human Rights and at the request of the United Nations General Assembly, is exactly this: that through research, analysis, documentation and advocacy, we should work to bring alive, make more material their impact, and defend with vigilance those values and principles that in modern form were set down by the United Nations member states 70 years ago. Values and principles enshrined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, whose essence is simply this: that born we all are free and equal in dignity and in rights. In a world where wrongly some are inclined to put themselves first, we need people who will stand up for the reality that rights are for each of us, to the exclusion of none of us, in the interests of all of us. The UN Human Rights Office, of course, supports too the human rights mechanisms such as the Human Rights Council and the treaty bodies, whose work you will simulate during the coming days. As you explore how these mechanisms can and do defend universal values in a globalized world, we hope you will also find that you are exploring our interconnectedness, our mutual interdependence on this resource-strained planet, and our reciprocal, our shared humanity. For in a world where wrongly some are inclined to deepen separations between us, to dig deeper borders, we need people who will stand up for our common humanity, for the truth that ultimately as human beings we are defined not by our differences, but by that which we share in common, our humanness and thus our humanity. Only when this commonality connecting us all is respected can we truly express our differences safely and with dignity. My message, therefore, is not so much about what you might learn over the coming days, but rather how much we need you. And we need you to join us in standing up, not merely for your own rights, but for the rights of us all, the rights of everyone. We need you to be passionate, principled, practiced defenders of human rights, to stand up for human rights, not because human rights hold all the answers, but rather because without human rights, we have no pathway forwards away from all the challenges. I send you my warmest greetings for a creative and successful experience over these days ahead of you. I hope very much that this initiative will offer also an example and an inspiration for other such efforts in Greece and in the region beyond. Thank you very much, congratulations, and I wish you every success.